Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Corcoran Entertainment Show. I'm your host, Frankie Corcoran. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. Everyone's having a good week, good month. Before we start the show today, I just want to give a quick little plug for something that is going to be going on in Miramichi, and I'm very excited to be taking part in this. Is Miss Rose's Saloon, the final chapter, a dessert theater presented by the St. James and St. John Drama Troupe, which is on May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at the United Church Center, 556 King George Highway. It's a hilarious show. I'm so happy to be a part of it. We have a great cast and just so much fun to be a part of this one. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are $20 each, and they're available at the United Church Center or Dickinson's Pharmasave, and it's going to be a great time. So be sure to come on out, support local theater, and just come have a great time. This show is a hoot. I'm having such a great time with it. So, yeah, that's a plug for what's going on. Coming up, we still got some time, but tickets are now on sale. So I just wanted to get that out there for anybody who loves supporting local talent. I'm always eager to fill you guys in. Corcoran Entertainment also has a couple things happening this year. We have a show coming in June, which more info will be coming out in the near future. So always stuff going on, and but someone else who also has a lot going on is our guest today, Ammoye. She's a Jamaican-Canadian reggae artist who's currently up for her 8th Juno nomination for Reggae Recording of the Year. The Junos are this Sunday, March 26th, March 29th. So be sure it's on pretty well every channel that you can see TV. Probably CBC, I think it's on, but depending on what channels and stuff like that you have, you also might be able to live stream it too. But be sure to go check that out. She was a delight to have on the show today. So some of her career highlights: 8-time Juno nominee, won Best Vocalist and Entertainer of the Year at the Reggae North Music Awards in 2024. She has shared the stages with Michael Bublé, Sean Paul, Ziggy Marley, Brandy, among many others, and several amazing shows that she's done over the years. So we talk about a lot of different things, her nomination, making it as an artist. Great conversation. So best of luck to you, Ammoye, at the show this Sunday. Hope it all goes well. I'll be watching it from here. I won't be watching it from there. But, it is what it is. It's hard to be in many different places. So anyways, guys, without further ado, if you liked the episode, be sure to give us a nice little review rating. Always means a lot. And without further ado, guys, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast today. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Corcoran Entertainment Show. I am your host, Frankie Corcoran, and today I'm joined by an 8-time Juno nominee who's currently up for her 8th nomination for Reggae Recording of the Year for her collaboration with Samora. The song is called More Reggae, Funk It Up. The Junos are this Sunday. And very excited to have her on here today. Ammoye, how are you today?
I'm so good, Frankie. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, well, thank you for coming on, and congratulations on your 8th nomination. That's very, very exciting. Every time you get the nomination now, is it more excitement each time you get the nomination? Are you just kind of used to it? Feel free to tell me a little bit about how the excitement has changed from your first nomination versus to now.
It's always still exciting for me because, especially as an independent artist, and being acknowledged by the biggest platform that we have as musicians here in Canada. This is our Grammys,
Yep.
right? So it's always exciting for me. And this one is a testament to my resilience. I'm still here doing it. And a celebration of collaboration because I get to share this with my beautiful friend and artist, Samora from Switzerland. So yes, it's an exciting time.
Yeah, yes. Oh my God, absolutely. And the song's great, by the way. Be sure to go check that out, guys. More reggae,
Funk
parentheses,
it up. Yeah.
funk it up.
Mm.
So it's always truly, like you said, you're independent artist and being recognized for, as you said, it's the Grammys of Canada. You know what I mean? Like that's essentially the best way to describe it. Was it something that did you ever? It's always interesting to hear different perspectives on artists who go in, whether they go into it for the love of it, they go into it expecting to eventually win some sort of reward. What would you say when you started out? What was your kind of end game? Was it sort of to just make music and do what you love? Was it leading up to the Junos, like you were just working up to a Juno? Like, what was kind of your goal with pursuing this as a career?
First of all, I love music. I couldn't do my life without music. Music is my life. I say that all the time. So for that reason is one of the biggest reasons why I do music. Also, it's to be of service, to be my intention is to heal through music. Heal, inspire, and activate people to go out and do what they love to do. My end goal is to just continue to do music worldwide, to bring my music around the world to like-minded people and continue to do that and inspire people and motivate people to go out, like I said, and share their gifts and light with the world.
Yes, and that's good. Like because we always need. It's good to have good, role models. I guess you would say, so to speak, like somebody who, they're very accomplished in the industry. They're very, they got a lot going for them and everything, and it's inspiring for artists who want to get to that level at some point, or even if it's not to get to their level, but it's just to do what they love to do, which is to create music or create art. And seeing somebody like yourself who has been so successful in that field, it's truly inspiring for not just musicians, but I'm sure just artists in general.
Anybody. Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly, especially being independent is a big thing. What are some of the challenges you would say of being an independent artist?
Oh, well, the finances, well, the support, the financial support. I don't have the big machines, you know, to buffer all the expenses that it takes to be a touring artist. That is my goal, like I said, to be a successful touring artist around the world, and it takes funding to do that. So for me as an independent artist, I'm very grateful to be a Canadian because we have the granting, we're blessed and to have the granting bodies like Factor and Canadian Arts Council, Toronto Arts Council, all the granting bodies Ontario creates, who have been such great supporters of my career. And without them and the support that they've given to me over the years, I probably wouldn't be as successful as I am, and so I owe a lot to them as an independent artist.
Yeah, funding's really where it's all at too. Like
Yeah.
as an independent artist, it's a
Yes.
big, well, I mean, any industry you go into, money
Yeah.
obviously is going to be a
Yeah.
big thing, but especially when you're an
Well,
indie creator.
independent, exactly.
Independent, it's a whole
Yeah.
different ball game, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's almost like, so do you have are you the type of artist who, like, I've seen lots of artists that they're like, I don't need any agents, I don't need any publicists, I don't need anything like that. I hear of some
Oh,
people who are like that. What's your
right.
take on that? Do
No,
you
no, no, no.
think
It takes
yeah.
a team to make the dream work and be successful. Teamwork makes the dream work. And that's the truth for me. I absolutely am so grateful to have a small team, but growing. I have my management. I have two agents. I have one that covers Demergent Artist Agency. That's Jenny Demergent, who covers Canada, across Canada. And then I have a Quebec agency as well, Passa Music. Julian and Patrice runs that, and they cover all of the Quebec areas. And Quebec is like its own little world. So they cover that, and Jenny covers Canada and some parts of the US. Now we're aiming my management, and we're looking towards getting a label in the European side as well as a booking agent on the European side as well.
Yeah, it takes a team. It really, really does. Like I've heard of artists that do it that way, where they're like, I'm my own producer, I'm my own this, I'm my own that. I
No, no,
mix my own music, and I'm like, That's definitely great. I mean, like, I mean, like, but it's one of those things that if you want to get it to the level that you've gotten to, where you're being nominated for Junos, you're performing at all these different festivals and stuff all around the
Exactly.
world, you can't do that just by yourself. You know what
Alone.
I
No,
mean?
it would
Like,
be very difficult and very challenging. So yes, I definitely grateful that I have this team that I have, and it's a growing team, and producers that I've worked with over the years, from Germany to Jamaica to Africa. I work with different producers, and so yes, it takes a team. It takes a team to, especially if you want to when you aspire to go worldwide and not just stay in a small box in a small area. It definitely takes more than one people to help, more heads to brainstorm with you and help you achieve your goals and your dreams. Yes.
I'm always just picturing some of the artists who are like, oh, I self-produce, I self-manage, I do all this stuff. Okay, where do you perform? I perform at our local bar every weekend. You know what I mean? It's like that's
Exactly.
not a bad thing, but it's like you can't
Exactly. But
say,
no,
yeah.
I want more. I aspire for more. And so it takes a team. It takes like-minded people who understand your vision and are in alignment with, your values and what you stand for, and are able to help you see those dreams come to light.
Yeah, and people that you trust is a big thing too,
Absolutely.
because
Huge.
if you're what's it like with when you're making it into the industry and you're going through publicists and things like that. What are some of like the key qualities almost that you look for in like business partner too? Because I find something that a lot of people struggle. I struggled with a little bit too. Is just going to anybody who offers you advice and anybody who offers anything good or bad, you would just take it. I'm just like, okay, I'll listen to you. You know what you're doing. I trust your judgment. This and that. But then nowadays, I kind of take my time. I'm more careful with it. And there's lots of people that's kind of a learning curve. Is there something in particular that you look for specifically? In anybody who's going to like join your team, whether it's a publicist or a producer, or mixer, like whatever the case may be.
It's a great question. For me, I'm very spiritual. So I tend to go within myself, and I ask my guides, my spiritual guides, to assist me in connecting me with the right people. That's first off. And then when I look for people, I do my research for sure and see what they've done and who they've worked with and what they stand for, what their values are. And if it's in alignment with my values and what I look for and what I stand for, then I approach them and then I feel them out. I call it the feel them out. It's like a go see. I go see if we are actually, our energies mesh well, and they resonate with just how I'm feeling in the energy field of what I'm experiencing with them. And if everything goes well, and if everything feels like a go and feels good, then I test them out. We work together for a little bit and see how it goes. And if it goes well and all is kosher, then it's a go for me. So I give them the benefit of the doubt to show me, prove to me that they are capable of doing what I'm asking them and what I require. And for the most part, for the ones that I've worked with, synchronicity has brought them into my space and my field. And I've been, lucky to meet the people that I've met and that are working on my team right now.
That's a better hiring process than 90% of the jobs in Canada now, where they're like, or any job anywhere where it says you need like 5+ years of experience and this and
Uh,
that. You're like, okay, well, I want to get the experience.
yeah,
How am I supposed to get it if no
if I don't
one?
get the chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
But you're willing to give people that
absolutely.
chance. You really,
Yes,
really have to. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I think that's a lot of
exactly.
people's biggest fear is that, well, what if I hire this person and they're not good? It's like, well, how are you gonna find out if you don't give them a chance? You know what I mean?
Exactly. And if it doesn't, then you move on to the next one. And that's how you're gonna learn and grow and and know what you want and what you don't want.
Exactly. And you got people who want to learn. Like that's the thing. It's one
Absolutely.
person for somebody
Yes.
who's just like, I don't really care about moving up. I just need a job or whatever. Like it's like okay, that's one thing. You're honest. I admire that. But you want people who want to be there. You have people who
Absolutely.
want to learn.
And
They
enjoy
want
what they
to,
do.
they got to. Yes, exactly. And they're very, very, you can tell, you'll be able to tell that that it's not just a way to make money. It's like this is
Right.
this industry is important and everything.
Hmm.
Was it a bit of a challenge when you look at it, because this is something when artists and musicians, even actors, when they start, they always they're so focused on the creative side of things that once you start doing it as a career, it's a bit of an adjustment. So it's kind of like whenever you see a movie that has a very limited budget and people give it crap, it's like, okay, maybe the movie wasn't that good, but their budget was cut in half, or they didn't have the money for, like you're able to kind of see it from a business perspective. Was it a bit of a challenge for you going from this is just a passion of mine that I love to do someday, versus now you're like, okay, now I'm doing this for a career. I got to, see it as a business too. How big of an adjustment was that?
A huge adjustment. 'Cause absolutely. I'm very much so the creative. I'm in that mode. I love to create. And so the business aspect of it, I mean, I didn't go to business school and I didn't know the business side of the industry. So for me, I looked for people that understood the business. I have a manager that understands the industry and understand the genre that I'm in, and working his way through it and helping me navigate the most successful way to get to where I need to go to. So for me, understanding and recognizing that I don't have the skills in certain areas of it, I look for the people who do have that to buffer me, to keep me in that space that understands where I want to go, and know have the connections, the ability, the know-how, the resources to help me get to those places and achieve my goals. I mean, I just went I incorporated about 2 years now, and even dealing with the taxes of it, the finances part of it, I had to get a proper accountant to deal with it. So yes, I just find the right people who understands what is needed and what is required to help me to be successful as a business and not just an artist.
Yes, and that kind of goes back to what we were talking about too, having a good team. You have a good
Mhm.
accountant, you have
Absolutely.
good it's something that, yes, there's people who are just very like, I want to do everything myself, and there's
Yeah.
nothing ever wrong with that, but
Right.
there also comes a point when you have to go, okay, I know I can't do this. I can't,
Right.
maybe math's not my strong suit, or maybe
Right.
maybe maybe I'm
Exactly.
I'm not very organized and I can't
Exactly.
so it's like that's when
Exactly.
you bring the people on.
Hmm.
It's kind of like if you have a business, and then there's a part of the business, such as like, let's say you run a construction company,
Yeah.
and your bread and butter is maybe your bread and butter is doing the drywall or crack filling or
Hmm.
painting.
Hmm.
But when it comes time to plumbing, you're like, yeah, I'm not the best with that. That's when you
There you go.
hire a plumber for your
Absolutely.
team.
Yeah.
That's kind of when you have to. And there's never anything wrong with that. Not everybody can do everything too. I respect people who do. I don't know how they're able to.
I know. I don't know how, but I'm not that person. I can tell you that right now. I know what I'm good at, and I stick to that. And then I find the people who are good at the other parts of you know, the puzzle for me to help me make it all come together cohesively and coherently, and so I can be a success as I move forward in my career.
Yes, it's hard to multitask sometimes. How
Yeah.
how have you gotten better with multitasking as time's gone on,
Yes,
or
for
is it still kind
sure.
of the same?
I can
Yeah.
say that I'm constantly learning, and I love to learn and grow and expand. And so yes, it's gotten a lot better as I go, and as I like I said, have the right people around me to help me connect the dots. It's gotten a lot more easier and less stressful, I would say, as well as I move forward. But yes, it's just getting better and more cohesive, and as I with my team as we move along. Yes.
Yes, no, absolutely. And it's really fantastic to look at who you work with over the years too. Like, is it true you shared the stage with Michael Bublé before?
I did. I love me some Michael Bublé. Yes, 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 yes. In the beginning parts of my career, in the early parts, I did do backgrounds for Michael Bublé on a tour of his. Yes, 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 yes.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And is it how would you describe the feeling when you find out that you're going to be performing with someone who you've admired over the
I
years?
know.
Like how what's kind of like your thought process that goes into it leading up to it? You're like, you're probably just second guessing and overthinking everything you do. Like, okay, oh crap, I messed up that note on the guitar. Oh crap, they're gonna think I'm dumb. I don't know how to
Right.
play. And then your mind just starts spinning. Is there a thought process like
I
what goes
just
through your head?
my intent is just to go in confidently and to do the best job that I can, and be open-minded to learn and to receive constructive criticism if necessary, and just do bring my best foot forward. That was my intent. In anything that I do, that's always my intent. To bring my best foot forward and do the best that I can, to be open to learning and to grow. And with Michael Bublé, it was so easy to work with. Oh my, and even now when I see him and it's just always a good time. And I love how he commands the stage. So I'm always looking out for what tips I can take from them, learn from them, and bring it into incorporate it into what I'm doing.
Yes, that's also the best too. Is it's not copying. Some people say that, oh, don't copy their style. It's like, no, no, no. There's a difference
No, no,
between
no, no.
copying and
Yeah.
being influenced and just saying like, okay, this is how,
Yeah.
it'd be like, let's say, for example, like me doing an interview and I go and I watch like, I don't know, Stephen Colbert
Yeah.
interview
Yeah.
and I'm not copying him. This is just how, you pick up certain traits and like,
Absolutely.
and proper techniques
Yeah,
and things like
exactly.
that.
Each one teach one. So, and it's always been that way in our society, in the world. You learn from each other. You learn from each other. I'm not trying to steal from you. You inspire me to be the best version of myself. And so, whatever tips I can take from you, I'll do that and make it my own. I don't do it like you. I do it my own way, but I take a little bit from everybody that I see doing it well, and I choose what works for me from what I see and what I'm learning and incorporate it into how I do it, and it comes out my unique way.
Yes, it's one thing you're able to tell with some actors in some movies when they're doing an impression of an actor. Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
some that I'm able to
yeah,
pick up on. I can't think
yeah.
of it right off the top of my head, but there was one. I think it was a TV show maybe where the actor it was the character was kind of similar to the Joker. And so when he
Oh,
started talking, I was like,
that's
he looks like he's mimicking Heath Ledger's Joker. And I was like, maybe that's just me,
well,
just
trust your instincts and your intuition. If that's what you felt and what you saw, then that's what you saw. I understand it. I mean, even as an example, um, a lot of rappers I find are trying to sound like Drake, or you know what I mean. And you could tell right away. Like sometimes you're like, is that Drake? And then you realize it's not even Drake. They're trying to sound like Drake. But for me, what is it? What do they say? Something about flattery is the best impersonation is the best form of flattery or something like that. I can't remember the saying, but I don't mind taking some influences from people. I just don't want to, I'm not trying to be like that person. I want to learn, like I said before, bring in what I feel can work for me, but create it in a way that is unique to me. Not try to be a carbon copy of anybody. Be my own unique self and express myself in my own way, learning as I go and incorporating what works for me, but making it my own. That's very important.
definitely. Is that a big piece of advice that you will give to aspiring artists? Because there's lots
Absolutely.
like that. There's
Absolutely.
lots like that. I want to be like Eminem, or I want to be Eminem. It's like, okay,
No,
you
you don't want to
try.
be anybody. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Be yourself. That is what gets people in trouble a lot of times. When they're trying to become like somebody else, or they're trying to do it like somebody else. This is what burns people out, and then they end up failing because you can't. It doesn't work for long term. Only for a short period of time. When you go within yourself and you figure out what you like to do, whatever that is, if it's an artist or whatever craft you're doing, and you express it from your authentic space and self. That is what makes you, That's what creates magic. That is what people are looking for, that uniqueness. You understand? And then other people can learn how to do that for themselves. Figure out what they are doing and what they love to do, master it, and share it in their own unique way, not trying to be like anybody else. That is what is beautiful about our world because we're all unique and beautiful and different. All creeds, all forms, all colors and shapes, and all of it. And we're meant to celebrate each other's differences and not try to compete or try to bring each other down or try to mock anybody for what they're doing and how they want to do it. Let everybody be free to express themselves their own unique way. That's what makes the world beautiful.
This episode of the Corcoran Entertainment Show is brought to you by Holy Hydrogen. Okay, guys, let's be real. We all try our best to stay hydrated, right? But not all water is created equal. That's where Holy Hydrogen comes in. They've got this awesome device called the Lourdes HydroFix Premium Edition, and it takes clean water to the next level by infusing it with molecular energy. That means you're not just drinking water, you're giving your body extra support with every sip, better energy, less inflammation, and a real boost to your immune system. So try the Lourdes HydroFix Premium Edition today by going to shop.holyhydrogen.com/Corcoran and use the promo code Corcoran for $100 off your purchase. Again, that's shop.holyhydrogen.com/Corcoran and use the promo code Corcoran at checkout. Stay hydrated and stay healthy. The Corcoran Entertainment Show is brought to you by Podmatch, the ultimate platform designed to connect podcast hosts with prospective guests effortlessly. Are you a podcaster looking to elevate your show to new heights? Or perhaps you're a guest hoping to share your story with a broader audience. Whatever your podcasting goals are, we have the perfect solution for you. Podmatch simplifies the entire process of discovering guests for your show or finding podcasts to feature your expertise. Now imagine a platform where you can easily match with like-minded creators tailored specifically to your niche. With Podmatch, you can effortlessly network with influencers and thought leaders, all while staying true to your podcast vision. There are a multitude of ways that Podmatch can help you grow your brand. You can be part of a thriving community of podcasters and potential guests. Engage, collaborate, and grow together. If you're ready to experience these fantastic benefits for yourself, we invite you to join Podmatch today. Head over to www.joinpodmatch.com/Corcoran Entertainment and sign up right now for only $6 a month. That's right, you heard me right, $6 a month. Join the Podmatch family today and watch your podcast soar to new altitudes. Thank you for tuning into the Corcoran Entertainment Show, and happy podcasting. Be your own artist for sure is the lesson from all that. But who knows? You might have some fans out there who will say, "I want to be Ammoye."
Well, you can't be Ammoye. You can't be Ammoye. I can't be you, Frankie, and you can't be Ammoye. Ammoye is what is coming out of my heart and soul is unique to me, and what is coming out of you is unique to you. And it's important that we express ourselves in that way, in that form. So I would encourage anybody to do it that way. Go within yourself, figure out what it is and how you want to express yourself, and don't be afraid. Be you unapologetically. Don't try to be anybody else. Do you how you want to do you.
Yes, exactly. That's a really, really, really good lesson for all artists, or well, everybody really. You
Yeah.
know, it'd be like stepping into a position at like, let's say a gas station. The cashier just retired or whatever, and they were a beloved cashier, and then someone steps in and they are replacing them, but they want to be too much like them, like they're trying to
Yeah.
be the old one. It's like, just be
Yeah.
you,
Be you.
and people will adjust. You know, that's
People will
one
just
thing.
adapt and love you for that and respect you for that as well. And that's what I've learned, and that's how I see the ones who are successful doing it. They're themselves, unapologetically themselves. And so I aspire to do the same, and I am living that truth. I'm unapologetic about expressing Amoy, how Amoy feels, that I should be expressing myself and living my life authentically with integrity as best as I can.
Yeah, and one of the things that people sometimes struggle to forget is that there's only one of that artist. Like,
Exactly.
you want like if you're comparing someone to Eminem, you're comparing someone to Drake, you're comparing someone
Mhm.
to Ammoye, even I don't know. Uh,
Mhm.
when you start doing that, you realize, okay, look, there is only one, you know. And
Yeah.
then when people start talking about who's going to be the next so and so, someone saying like it is like who's going to be the next Taylor Swift, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like
Right.
you can't recapture that. You know what I
No.
mean? Like Taylor
No.
Swift, especially, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're not going to be able to change
Right.
that.
Right. Let people be who they are and you be who you are. Because a lot of people get caught up in the shadow of being other people and following the shadow and being in the shadows of other people. And I do not want to make that mistake and fall into that trap.
Yes, no, like be your own identity, create your own persona, and
Blaze your
that's how
own
you
trails,
thrive.
man. Yeah, blaze your own trails. Be your own person.
Yeah, keep doing that, and you will be nominated for 8 Junos, and that's
Hello.
what's going to happen.
Hello.
Hello. So, speaking of your eighth nomination, feel free to tell me a little bit about the song that got you nominated. More reggae, Funk It Up, which you wrote with Samora. Feel free to tell
All
us a
right.
little bit about that.
Yes, I'm excited about this song and the fact that it is nominated is an honor. Thank you to the Junos. Well, the song came about. I met Samora in 2020. We were supposed to be on the same bill for Reggae Divas here in Toronto, but because we were in the whole lockdown quarantine happened and she wasn't able to fly here, so the show became a virtual experience. So we stayed in contact over social media. She's been very supportive. She's really reggae because reggae is all about coming together, unity and collaborating and oneness and love and joy. And she is exactly that. She's an epitome of exactly what reggae is meant to be as an artist that sings reggae music. And so we stayed in contact and we were always over the years been talking about we need to do a collaboration. We need to do something together. And so in 2024, when I was invited to be a part of Reeperbahn Music Festival in Germany, in Hamburg, Germany, she lives in Switzerland. So she was like, "Oh, girl, you're so close. It's like a 2 hour flight to come to Switzerland." And she invited me down, flew us down after we were done with the Reeperbahn Festival, and got into the studio. Her husband, who's also her manager and producer, one of her producers, played me a few tracks. And as soon as I heard this one, it just reminded me of like the Hurley, Bob Marley, music, Simmer Down, like the ska feel, and the Toots and the Maytals, Monkey Man, that kind of sound. And immediately it ignited this nostalgic feeling of being, wanting to dance and feel good. And because of everything that's going on in the world, I wanted to create something to take us away from all the fear and the noise that's happening around the world and bring us back into the heart space and bring out the inner child again and give us something to want to feel good about and be joyful again and just having fun again. And so immediately when I heard it, I knew this was going to be the track, and the it was in alignment. Everything was in alignment because the lyrics just started flowing through me. And I wrote the hook and the first verse, and I sang that for some more. And right away too, she just latched on and got into it, and she was able to just right away just verbalize what she wanted to write on the spot. We went into the recording studio the next day, recorded it, and voila, released it in last year. And here we are nominated this year for a Juno nomination for the song.
Oh, fantastic. So you're able to kind of like you're by certain songs, you're able to have an inkling of like, okay, this song's
Yes.
special. Like you're really
Yes.
able to, is that something that you're able to describe, or is it just something that it just comes to you?
Yeah, it's a feeling. It's a feeling for me. I listen and I listen, close my eyes and I listen to the track in my headphones, and I allow the track or to send me the song. Literally. I ask the song and I go within as well. I'm very, like I said, spiritual. So I connect with my guides. I ask them to help me get get bring forward the best song for this rhythm. And I allow myself to just go into a space of quietude, and listen. And naturally, it just comes to me. The song itself will just come to me, and then I start to put it on paper.
Fantastic. And then here we are now.
And
Here
here
we are
we are now.
now. Truly fantastic. It really is.
Mhm.
And you know, seeing all the success and that your continued success too. Like, it just every time you put out a new song or
Thank
anything,
you.
everything just keeps going up, up,
Yes.
up, and up for you. And I'm very, very happy to see that. If you were to kind of give maybe a piece of advice, somebody listening who is an aspiring artist, musician, whatever the case may be, if you were to give a piece of advice for them, what would you say to them?
Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. What comes forward for you from within yourself is normally what is appropriate and right for you. Do not listen to the outer noise and feel like you have to do it a certain way, like you see other people doing it. Listen to your inner net. Go within yourself and listen to that. And whatever comes up for you is normally what is authentic to you. So trust that, follow that path, and trust and have faith that the universe will then, because the universe loves a made up mind. So when you make up your mind, to do something. The universe will send you the synchronicities, the people, the resources, all that you need to help you, encourage you to keep on going and get you on your path and moving forward. That's how it's happened for me. And so that would be the advice that I would give to any artist or anybody wanting to do anything in life is trust what's coming in from within yourself. Trust that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Amoy, thank you so much for not just coming on the show, but those words.
Yeah.
Those are very motivational. Hopefully, somebody listening right now is impacted by that
Right.
because it's something that's true. At the end of the day, you just got to trust yourself
Yes.
and trust what you're doing, and eventually, uh, good
It
things will
will pay
come your
off.
way for sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So guys, the Juno Awards are this Sunday, March 29th. Be sure to check that out. It's on a few different channels. It's advertised pretty well everywhere.
Yeah.
So whether you pirate it, whatever the case may be, maybe don't pirate it. Maybe, watch it on cable.
Yeah.
But Amoy, thank you so much for taking the time to
Thank
come
you.
on. Congratulations on the
Thank
nomination
you.
and best of luck. Hopefully it all goes well.
Right?
And
Thank you. Thank you.
I won't be on the red carpet, but I'll be watching the red carpet. So hopefully I will be able to see you on there.
Yes, 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 absolutely. Thank you so much for the support. And yeah, hopefully this year will be the year. I mean, number 8 is my life path number, I believe in numerology. And so hopefully this will be my year. But if not, listen, I'm already a winner. I get to do what I love to do, and I do it around the world. So I'm already a winner. But yes, it would be great to finally have this win. However, I am grateful for the experience and the nomination. And so I will continue to keep on doing what I love to do and share it with like-minded people around the world. And that in itself is a success. So thank you.
That is 100% a success, and just preach. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you so much for coming on, guys. Thank you all for listening to the Corcoran Entertainment Show today. We'll see you guys in the next episode, but until then, this is Frankie and Amoy signing off. Have a great
Signing
one.
off. One love.
It's what you get, it's what you get. Keep it real, just opposite. We'll keep you moving and grooving, feeling good all night long. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want is more reggae. What you need, what you need, what you need, what you need is more reggae. What I want, what I want, what I want, what I want is more reggae. So let's funk this up. Yeah, we'll funk it up. Funk up the bass from the high to the low. Funk up the place when I stop, we are go. Funk up the people, no joke.